Question: who's ready for a very simple slow cooker recipe? I'm all in when it comes to two things: very simple and slow cooker. Back in a minute. Hi, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Thanks so much for coming back tonight on this bonus upload week. How's everybody doing this evening? Hope as always that this video finds everybody doing well. I'm going to jump right back into it. I will give you the recipe momentarily, but I do have a suggestion. This is the time of the year where all of us, and I don't care who you are, tend to indulge a little more than normally. Even the most diehard people, I have noticed, well, at least something that I have observed in my circle of life, dive into things they normally wouldn't. What is my point here? My point is, think about making a nice big old pot of homemade soup, whatever your recipe is. Take whatever you have left over in your refrigerator, assumingly there is no food waste going on, because none of us like that. And this will make sure you will not have food waste. So if you have those extra vegetables lying around and all this and all that, put them in the pot. You want to flavor it up a little bit? Throw in a beef bouillon cube, kick it up a notch. Put in a little tomato paste to give it that tomato base to go with it. You don't like large pasta? You don't have to worry. Put in either rice or the smaller pasta. And whatever leftover protein you have left, that's what you can use in your soup. You just made yourself a freebie, recycling the stuff that you have. But the reason I'm mentioning this, for some reason, a healthy bowl of soup feels so much better on the tummy after all those days of notching on stuff you normally would not really have. So that's just like a word to the wise. And now we'll get into a very, very simple crock pot recipe. I'm going to need my trusty glasses for this one. Okay. All right. And the name of this recipe is called scalloped potatoes and ham. It may or may not show up in the image because I have the green, no, I'm not working with a green screen. There is no green screen here. It's just a virtual background. Well, I'm sorry. It's not going to show up, but just trust me. It's a pretty picture. The name of the recipe is recipe. Hello, I'll wake up. It is scalloped potatoes and ham. So you may want to get a pen. Okay. For this, you're going to need 6 large russet potatoes sliced into 1/4 inch rounds, 1 ham steak, about 1.5 pounds, cut into cubes, 1 can, 10.5 ounces of condensed cream of mushroom soup, undiluted, 1 soup can measure of water, 1 cup, 4 ounces of shredded cheddar cheese, and optionally you could enter fresh chives into this. Okay. Here's what you're going to need to do. You're going to cool, excuse me, I got itchy there. You go cool, listen to me again. You're going to coat the inside of crock pot or slow cooker with non-stick cooking spray. Then you're going to arrange the potatoes and the ham in layers in the bottom of your slow cooker. And then you're going to combine the soup, the water, and the cheese in medium bowl. You're going to pour over the potatoes and the ham. You're going to cover cook on high for 3.5 hours or until potatoes are tender. Then you're going to turn the slow cooker to low. And then you're going to cover and cook this on low for 1 hour. You're going to garnish this with chives. This makes 5 to 6 servings. You know, this reminds me of something. What a nice shortcut thing to do, working with the ham steak. Anybody out there use ham steak? I used to get them. I say used to because I don't eat pork as much as I used to. But when I did, it was very delicious. That much I can tell you. And getting the ham steak is certainly a cost cutter of time and a lot more convenient. I have to say, this recipe sounds really, really good. Let's see what they threw here on the bottom recipe. Maybe I'll give you that as a bonus. The name of this one, the next recipe is called glazed pork loin. Going to need 1 bag or 1 pound of baby carrots. That in and of itself is a savings because the baby carrots are already cleaned and they're a great size. So I highly recommend that. 1 bag, 1 pound of baby carrots, 4 boneless pork loin chops, 1 jar, 8 ounces of apricot preserves, and sprigs of fresh Italian parsley, and that is optional. What you're going to do is you're going to place the carrots on the bottom of the crock pot or slow cooker. You're going to place the pork on top. You're going to spread with preserves. You're going to cook this on low for 8 hours or on high for 4 hours. And you're going to garnish this with parsley. This makes 4 servings. That sounds really delicious. So if you think about it, you have yourself 2 easy peasy meals here going on. That's great. I like that. Anytime you can make a meal easier, that is such less of a temptation to pick up that phone and place that unnecessary order. Hello, hello, hello. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. I'm not saying we don't want to support our local restaurants and stuff like that. Of course. But if we have savings goals and we could find ways to scrimp and save so that we could put our money into other things, other choices, that is really the whole point of being frugal. Not out of deprivation, because you want to hit other goals. You want to have that financial freedom. Is it that important to have to spend on that tip? Putting those things together was a snap. So easy. There really is no excuse. And it is, besides a money saver, these habits are a time saver. And as you get older, and when you hit 756 months of your life, like I just did recently, you realize time is an extremely precious commodity, the gift of time. Once you lose it, it is gone. So find ways that you could save not only money, but save time. And by the way, it's very, very convenient. I love my slow cooker. How about you? Let me know. I don't care how old-fashioned it sounds. Slow cookers rule. There you go. Listen, I'm going to close out the show. When I come back, I'll give you a wave. Have an amazing, fantastic night. I look forward to seeing you again when? Real soon, like 5 o'clock tomorrow morning for the next upload. Have an amazing night, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Take good care.